It's been a sort of a strange summer for you. You've sort of the middle of summer, you've had a couple of weeks off. How are you feeling and how's the body feeling?
It's been nice to have a couple of weeks off in January. Yeah, it feels really good. Obviously pretty busy. After the tests, flying straight over to India and having the 3 1-days. But yeah, it's been great having those 3 weeks and a couple of those weeks off bowling. So coming over here, feeling really refreshed.
Yeah, we'll get to the cricket in a bit, but you had a big announcement the last couple of weeks as well. Congratulations. It all seemed to go well, went off without a hitch.
Yeah, engagement went well. I was home for a few weeks. I thought I'd better sneak that in before I'm off for another 6 months. But yeah, it was great. It was took Becky totally by surprise. So yeah, pretty chuffed with myself on that one.
Never in doubt?
No, I don't think so. It's been about 7 years. So fortunately, yeah.
You've dealt with a lot of pressure on the cricket field. What's the nerves like, the hours leading up to proposing to your girlfriend?
I try to get a bit of advice from just about everyone in the teams, either engaged or married or it's on the horizon. So there's a few good mentors in the side that helped me through it. No, I was actually fine. I thought I would get a bit nervous, but I was pretty chilled.
Just on the team, obviously T20 World Cup this year, do you feel like you obviously had that great start of the summer, unbeaten in 6 games? Do you feel that the team's really close to finding their groove in T20 cricket and hitting their peak for a World Cup?
I hope so. Yeah, it feels that way, especially now on the other side of the Big Bash. It's great to see a lot of the guys who have done well in the Big Bash have been in and around the Aussie squad and are over here again. We've obviously got a few more tours before the World Cup, but feels like we've got a really good bunch who have all had a good taste of international cricket, have done well at this level. So yeah, it's just about building that, finding the combinations. Still a long way away, but it feels like we've got a really good bunch together.
I suppose a couple of the inclusions in this series of the fast bowlers like Jhye, Richardson and Sean Abbott, who've been doing well in the Big Bash. Did you watch much of them playing T20s this summer?
I did, yeah, especially someone like Shawnee. I thought way he bowled last 3 or 4 Big Bashes, just phenomenal. So he's just a really experienced guy. It's great seeing those guys who've dominated domestic level to be able to jump up and that they've got a game plan already sorted. And then for Jhye, so happy for him. This time 12 months ago, he was on the verge of a World Cup and an Ashes series, and unfortunately that big injury. So he's done the long route to get back into the Aussie side, but absolutely deserves his spot. It's great to see him back in here.
Just to speaking about 12 months ago, I think this time 12 months ago you were going to India with your one-day side. Didn't really know how it was going to go, a bit uncertain. Compare that to now compared to how you're feeling with the T20 side.
Yeah, well, I think we flew over to India trying to find out the combinations, who was, I guess, in that squad for the World Cup, but also trying to find our brand of cricket that we wanted to play. This time around, it feels like we've got lots of experience, lots of guys that have been around for a while, and that might be the good thing I think about having so much domestic T20 cricket is even the guys on the fringe who are coming in, they've played a lot and they've got a lot of experience. So there's a lot of confidence around the squad so far. Hopefully it transfers into a couple of wins.
Just one of your fast bowling mates, Josh Hazlewood's not here for the first part of the tour. Do you expect him to play a role in the next 6 months? Has he sent you a few messages about him missing out?
Yeah, Big Hoff. It's kind of, we always say it's one of the hard things. He's obviously a gun ODI and test player. He hasn't had much chance to play, Big Bash or domestic, international T20 cricket. So it's hard to actually know how good they are until he goes back to the Big Bash and you see that he shows his class there. So you never know. I mean, the good thing is him plus a number of bowlers have done well for either Australia or in the Big Bash. So fast bowling stocks are looking pretty good.
Just on being back in South Africa, obviously we know what happened 2 years ago. What are the sort of the feelings for you and the group being back here?
Yeah, it's kind of weird that it's been 2 years. It feels like it wasn't that long ago since we were back in this hotel. But no, it's all good. We've played a lot of cricket since that time, and we've played South Africa in the World Cup. So I'm sure we'll cop a little bit from the fans, but it's nothing we've haven't copped before.
I was just going to ask about that. Were you expecting to speak about that as a group, that you got to be prepared again, that the crowds might have a go at you at some point?
Yeah, we'll probably give it a mention, like before the Ashes and the World Cup, just identifying it, I guess, and having a bit of awareness so people can be prepared for it. But the guys, most of us who will probably cop it have been playing for a little while now, so it's not something we haven't seen before.
Does those 3 months in England give you confidence going into this, seeing as you got through that seemingly okay?
Oh, 100%. And you saw Davey dominate the World Cup, Steve dominate the Ashes, with plenty of the crowds against him. So I'm sure it won't be a problem.
There was a few moments in the Ashes when Davey opening his pockets and these sorts of things. Is trying to find a lighter side to it. Is that important for some players? Do you think that works?
I think each player finds their different way to deal with it. I've had some games where I try and get a bit fired up by the crowd and end up bowling rubbish. So I'm normally pretty quiet, but we'll see. It might be different game on game.